In this entire time that I've done YouTube, I never thought I'd be reviewing a movie called Zombeavers. I mean, where do I start with this movie? Zombeavers is a horror comedy from 2014 that is literally what you think it's about. A group of young people in their early 20s go to a cabin in the woods for the weekend, only to be attacked by mutant zombie beavers. Yeah, this is an actual movie that was somehow backed by Universal. Not some shitty straight-to-DVD joke company like Asylum. Universal backed this fucking thing. Somehow. If you've seen some of my previous videos, you will know that horror isn't particularly my favourite genre. It is something I've tried to get into a bit more over the last few years, but again, it's not exactly my favourite. That being said, horror comedies, when done right, I love them. Shaun of the Dead, fantastic movie. Zombieland, even though I don't love it, I still like what it was trying to do. Zombeavers is not good. I can see what it was trying to go for, but it's just not good. Because the thing is, with good horror comedies like Zombieland and Shaun of the Dead, both, funnily enough, about zombies, they set up a horror tone and style that is pretty effective for the most part, but instead of having it be really scary, they just replace all the scares with jokes, while still maintaining that creepy horror tone in the background. Zombeavers kind of does this by setting up the horror creepy background in the back. But the thing is, it's not funny. In the slightest. It's not funny at all. Every single joke doesn't work. But I will tell you one thing, the funniest bit of this movie is the bloopers that play just before the credits. That is the funniest thing in the entire film, and that's still not even that funny. The acting in this movie is pretty bland. It's not good at all. I suppose the only good acting in the film comes from the three main girls, but even then, they're not that great. The direction is pretty shit as well. There's nothing really to it. They just kind of take gimmicks from other more popular horror films like The Evil Dead or even Jaws at one point, and just kind of do their own lazy version of said things. And it just really doesn't work. And when shit does hit the fan, it's just filmed in the blandest, boringest way possible. It just everything about this movie is not good. It just really isn't. If you were expecting an in-depth, thoughtful review of Zombeavers, then think again, because I really did not like this movie. I suppose the only thing I can really give this movie credit for is its effects, both practical and CGI. Even though they are still dreadful, at least they actually tried. And those are practical effects you are seeing on screen. They're not just phoning it in for CGI effects, even though there are some pretty bad CGI shots in this film. At least they actually tried with practical puppet zombie beavers. But like I said, they are still bad effects though. And I can understand if they are trying to go for like an intentionally bad look to the effects, like a B-grade horror movie. But that being said, they are still bad effects at the end of the day. So I'm about to say something that I never thought I'd say, ever. And that is that Zombeavers is so stupid, it makes Sharknado look normal. Yeah, I never thought I'd be saying those words, ever. Because with Sharknado, at least that movie is unintentionally funny, and that's what makes it entertaining and gives it its rewatchability. Zombeavers, on the other hand, is just shit in every single aspect. It's not funny, the effects are bad, the direction is pretty bland. Whereas with Sharknado, there's a sense of ridiculousness and unintentionally funny moments that make it work for what it is. And there are moments from Sharknado that I remember really vividly in my head. For example, the moment where the shark comes towards the guy and he cuts it in half with a chainsaw. That moment is stuck in my head. Whereas I can't remember a single thing about Zombeavers. In the end, I'm going to give Zombeavers a 3 out of 10. It's not good at all. Even the one redeeming aspect it kind of has in its effects, even they're not that good. But if you want a turn your brain off horror comedy that you can kind of watch with your mates while having a drink, then I suppose Zombeavers is perfect for that. But even then, I would still kind of recommend any of the Sharknadoes over that. So, yeah. Never thought I'd be reviewing a film called Zombeavers on this channel, but here we are. If you enjoyed the video, then give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.